though I was thinking he would still be online so that I can engage him further. You know, we actually
let's find out. Is he still online?
Don't worry.
If he's still online,
all right.
Okay.
You know that I was part of the meetings last 2 weeks rather, where we engage NERC, CSO, and we discussed about MYTO extensively, who actually determine the cost or the change that actually are coming. But and in our communique, because I remember we came up with about 16 communique, and one of it is that federal government itself need to do more in terms of, in as much as we know that 85% of the power is generated through gas. So government need to do more to provide more gas, you know, special window for gas for electricity, because that's where actually is bringing much more cost. You recall what he said now, that it is powered by gas or water hydro. So now the thing is, federal government needs to do more in terms of provision of that. Then we also look at all these 11 discos tools. You know, most of us have challenge that they don't really invest in those areas too, because if you invest in this area, even those people that are benefiting from band A, the question is, at what time will you switch them to band B? You know, because it is said that if you cannot give us a sufficient power that is at least 20 hours for a particular period, at what time, you know, will you switch people, and how many people have you switched down to that area? Because I can tell you, most area now do not enjoy as spelled out by them. You know, like in my area, I'm on band B, you know, and my office is on band A. I can tell you that, like yesterday now, we don't have light in central area for that matter, you know. And at what point are you going to do that? That's very, very important. So then another thing is about infrastructure. You will recall that we have three phases of that area. We have GENCOs, we have TCN, and we have distribution. I mean, the major problem now we are also conversing for government is that, you know, this TCN is becoming much more problematic, because, you know, we have what is called embeds. We have bulk electricity, you know. Those people should be closed, because there is a gap between the TCN and the discos. These bulk electricity are in between. We don't want them again. They have actually exhausted their time. They are coming to just bridge the gap, and them being at the middle, they're also giving more discos more challenge in terms of cost, you know, implications. So remove embed, let discos do business directly with what TCN. And TCN also, like you said, you know, if there's anything this government has done, they have unbundled electricity, but we want it to be implemented, and that's why we are also challenging most state governors. We have other rich state governors like Delta, Kaduna, Kano, Lagos. They should have their own, you know, three phase. They should generate, they should distribute, they should also you know, operate. So these are the things we are looking at. So
as provided for in the Electricity Act.
Exactly. So TCN now has been unbundled again, according to what they said now, that we can have other players, because we have today grid has its having problem. That means there's no investment in that. So that window should also be open to if also private sector. But the only thing I want to discuss with discourse is that you are not also doing your responsibility. A user, most users still use their money to buy the pole. At what point do you reduce that? Do you give them token in exchange of what they have done? In my area, if we decide to buy some poles, at what point do you also give us that?
Because the consumer.
The order says that you must pay them that money back, anything they invest on the on your electricity, because the money we are paying has been included, you know, all those maintenance has been included, transformer, you know, poles, wire, and what have you, has been included in what we are paying. So they should also do their part. I think it's very, very instructive.